Hey Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the Art Engineer, and welcome to the Safe Space. Are you ready? It's on! You guys, before we get started, thank you for all your comments and your wonderful communication. I get a lot of messages, and sometimes I can get to them really quick, and sometimes I can't. And so you've sent me information, messages, smoke signals. Know that I am receiving them. So thank you. Also, I just want to remind you, support, like, share, because sharing and liking is currency, right? If you can't become a member, if you can't support me financially, do that. That goes a long way. And remember to do that for all the other artists you follow. It is a crazy world and we need support. Okay, so today, what are we doing? Is it June yet? June is coming up, you guys, and my collage kits for my birth month are usually really exciting. This will be no exception. Actually, I don't even know what I'm putting in it yet. Anyway, okay, so I was walking down the street today and I found this. Are you ready for it? I found this. It's a piece of what is it? It's not drywall. I know it's not drywall. It's wood. It's like a shelf. It's someone fill in the blank. Put it in the comments. I know it's whatever. Anyway, it's a substrate, is what I'm saying. It's a substrate, and I thought I would do something on it. There's a place that fabricates these. I used to know the name of this. At any rate, there's a factory right by my house that makes these, and they always leave a bunch of scraps there. Theoretically for artists, but I don't think there's a lot of artists in the neighborhood anymore. But I want to use it today. And what am I going to make on it? Well, in one of my many wonder walls that you can't see over there, I have this image that I've been looking at and pondering. Isn't it beautiful? It's a knight. It's a knight, and yeah, as you know, there are knights in the tarot, and it represents action. It represents, well, this. He has a sword, so this could be like the Knight of Swords, and it represents thoughts, right? It represents moving forward with your thoughts and making something out of coming into fruition. So there's tons of exciting stuff that can be represented from this image, or we can just play. So I want to play with this, and I want to draw. So I have my grease pen, my China marker, which is like a grease pencil, and I'm gonna just freehand draw it. And this is really exciting because anytime you deviate from the things that you normally do, adventure ensues, right? So I'm just gonna be willy-nilly and not overthink it and be very like fluid. You see how fluid I am? And what I'm doing is I'm creating lines for me to find the image that I'm doing. So you can see that the ratio is a little bit different, right? There isn't as much space as in this image, in this narrow piece of wood, so I'm gonna have to accommodate that, and that's fine. It means I'm going to compensate for it, and it's probably gonna be a little bit skinnier than what it is in the drawing. But when you do this, the whole point is to be loose, free, and have fun, right? Kind of explore this. This is a really good thing to do with your Wonderwall images, right? Give them another life, give them another opportunity to create, to be something different. Okay, I think I have it for the most part. Oh, so look at this, it's a dragon, I just noticed that. So let me make space for the dragon, and then you can also embellish, right? It doesn't have to be the same. You can add a unicorn. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. We can make it into a unicorn. In this, I also want to make sure that I emphasize the dragon's head. All right, so this is good. So now I'm gonna go in and kind of just add the details, and now you can tell me how you're doing. What's up? How are you? Okay. Do not judge me, please. This was a gift. This was a gift. Okay, let's go. All right, so that was a gift. Thank you, Sean and Ronnie. That was, they treated me to coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna go and accentuate all the things that interest me here, right? So I like this feather. I'm going to do the helmet. Now, the important thing about drawing, especially if you don't draw often, is to kind of move around a lot so that you can self-correct as you're going, right? Because you don't want to stick to one area, develop one area, and then realize that it's all wonky. So a good step to do that is to kind of, okay, if the shoulder is here, what's on the opposite side of that, right? So if the shoulder is here, what's on the opposite side of that? It's the horse's thingamabob, we'll call it. And I also have to compensate, right? We're compensating for the crunch of the image. So I have to make sure I make space for my little horse's, oh, how beautiful, mouth. Okay, very cool. And then his other hand is here. Oh, how fun. So, and then as you're doing this, also, you're kind of building a new relationship with the image, right? As you're looking at it, because I was looking at this and I never really noticed. I mean, I've had this on my wall for quite a while now, and I didn't notice the fleur-de-lis. I didn't notice the hand coming through, holding the horse's strap. So it's kind of, it's cool. It's cool. So if you ever want to really study something, draw it, right? If you're taking a trip, try looking at a map of the city that you're going to and draw it, and have fun that way, and become acquainted with it that way. Okay. I know you're like, wait a minute. Are we collaging today? Yes, we are. So I'm going to collage on this. But I wanted to try something new. Alright, so I'm reading this book, right? Yes. And it's called Design Your Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. It's a self-help book. You know I love self-help books. And I got it because this other YouTuber that I was watching spoke about it really quick. And he's like, I'm reading this book and I'm in a quandary. I need your help. There's an exercise in this book that I'm reading and it wants me, this is exactly where I am. This is exactly what I'm doing now with you. And you'll probably pick it up and do it as well. Tell other people to help you. The exercise is to create 5 different lives, 5 alternative universal lives that you can live in the next 5 years, and then create a timeline, a 5-year timeline for these lives. And they can't be the same, right? So I started doing this exercise, and then I realized that all of the lives that I did were just different versions of my life now, or different versions of an artist's life. That's not the exercise. The exercise is to create 5 very distinct different lives that kind of bring you joy and are plausible, right? So one of the so I've come up with a few. So check it out. Get the book if you want. It's good. I'm halfway through, but I've stopped because I want to really do this exercise and spend some time with it, and it's gotten me. It's really got me in a pickle because fudge, I don't know. So the one thing that I've come up so far is one of them is a guru. Yeah, I'll start a cult, an art cult. Sell everyone red wigs, and we'll all wear them. I don't know, that's an inside joke. But so that's one of them. Another one is a hotelier. Start my own brand of hotels around the country, creating safe spaces everywhere I go. So why am I doing this? So it came to my attention very recently, that someone was very nice. They sent me a letter and they said thank you for my support all these years. And I thought, all these years? Wait, what do you mean all these years? How long have I been doing this? I've been doing this for 4 years, you guys. I've been coming to YouTube every week for 4 years, which is brilliant. It's amazing. And now I'm ready to take it to the next step. So I'm thinking this will probably be my last year, because I want to give it 5 years, but I need to grow it into something else. Either a PBS show, another branch it into something that actually feeds me, right? Because this is very much a passion project. I'm not paying my rent with this. it sure goes part of it, but it's not merely. Because again, it's a labor of love, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm doing this exercise, and I'm really thinking, okay, well, what cycles do I have to break? What ideas, right, do I have to explore to connect that? My relationship with money, my relationship with art, because as you know, I'm not your traditional artist. My goals are a little different, and community is very important. Magic is very important. So it all needs to make sense. All right, so let's continue with this real quick. Okay, so I'm excited. So try it. See what this would look like for you. Where do you want to be the next 5 years, right? These are crucial times in our world, and the next 5 years, you can set yourself up to be safe, to be okay, more than okay, to thrive, right? Okay, I love how this is coming, you guys, coming out. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Can you see this? All right, I'm almost done. I just want to, oh wait, my favorite part. The dragon. Let's give the dragon some attention. All right, can you see this? So it's St. George. Oh, wow. Bola. Okay, so I just read another book, and it's called Bola, and it's about the dragon, I guess. It's not about the dragon, but anyway, it talks about this myth of Bola, and it's a myth of this poor dragon that only is allowed to come out once a year on St. George's Day and kind of thrash and feel alive and destruct everything. All the other times, he's in a box, in a cave, in complete darkness, hibernating. So it's interesting. It's kind of a metaphor. Look, I broke my pencil. And it's a metaphor for kind of the things that we repress, right? If we repress ourselves, then when the things that have to come out, they are destructive, right? If you love sweets and repress yourself, and then one day you just can't take it and you eat a whole cake all by yourself, that's not healthy. But if you eat, every other day, a nice little bite of a cupcake or a frappuccino, then it has a healthy way to manifest, right? Same thing, the book was queer, so it was all about like this man having a relationship, very closeted, because he lived in a society that much like most societies, look down on homosexuality, and when he acts on his impulses, they come up with they result in tragedy, right, because of the circumstances. So interesting that I would gravitate to this. See, it's all connected, you guys. It's all connected. And I just broke my pencil, so this means something too. It does, I promise. Okay, so this is, voila. This is my drawing. Oh, I didn't draw his face, which is okay. I do like his face though. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, good enough. All right, St. George, right? St. George. This is the patron saint of London, England. Okay. All right, so now what do I want to do? Okay, so now I can just do whatever the heck I want, right? Now, I wanted to incorporate collage, so what I can do is I'm going to get a stack. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is, you guys. Okay, sure, why not? So I, for whatever reason, have been collecting images of cocktails. So I'm looking for, ooh, look at that. Okay. So look at this. So I can use the idea of this flowing material to create this, right? Look at this. So it would be that. I don't know, you guys. This is going to be tricky. But we'll go with it. Oh, I love this. Look, my grandmother sent me a card, and I'm going to use it here. Okay, let me put this over there. So that's my plan. Tell me what you think. What does your next 5 years look like? Do you even think about 5 years in advance? I kind of don't, as you can tell, because I just noticed it's been 4 years. And I'm very happy. I was talking to my friend, and they're like, "But aren't you happy with what you're doing?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am, but I needed to be a balanced picture, right? YouTube isn't, I don't monetize YouTube because I don't follow rules, and I don't want to, I don't know, you guys. I'm a rebel, what can I say? Okay. So, I can play it safe, and I can just kind of... What am I trying to do? So, I can't count on this guy anymore. There's many ways to go about this. I can just kind of freehand it, right? And kind of just cut it out. Or I can be very good and use tracing paper, which I must have somewhere here. Okay. This is not it. But this is beautiful paper, and I never know what to do with it, you guys. It's Duralar. I did make a collage, and do you see that? It's translucent, it's very cool. But after that, like what? I don't know what to do. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, so this is kind of expensive, so we won't use that. But the idea is that you can use something that's translucent and listen, what am I waiting for? I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Alright. And then do this. And then do this. And then do this. And then there you have that edge that we were looking for. Okay. There we go. See how that happened? Perfect. Now this, I have a feeling this is going to be a shit show, and and we're going to have to just roll with the punches, but that's cool. That's fine. Okay, I like that. But before I put anything down, you guys, I'm going to take it to the next level. I have been painting. I have this painting that I can share with you because it's been covered. It's a nude man, and after I did it, I'm like, what am I going to do with this dude, nude dude, right? It's huge. So if you like it, let me know. I'll sell it to you. But I'm really happy with his face, you guys. I really got into my head when I was painting it, and I was recording it because I wanted to share the process. But because I was recording it, it got weird. It got too precious. Like, I didn't want to make a mistake, I think. And you don't want to do that. You just don't want to do that. So don't be afraid to not tell anybody what the hell you're doing. All right, so this is some pink that Leanne gave me, so I'm going to use this. Let's paint. So what I've realized is the more I do things, the more I read, the more I paint, the more it becomes second nature, right? So if you're thinking of painting, if you're thinking of diving into something, don't sit by the wayside, because then it'll never happen, right? So if you go to the club and you want to dance, but you kind of just wait there for someone to invite you to dance, or if you're just waiting for the right song, it's never gonna come. So just make the next song the right song, right? Okay, I'm really loving this. I'm loving the way this is coming out. So maybe this isn't even gonna be a collage. What if this is just gonna be a painting? I'm cool with that. Oh, I love this. Okay, it's happening. It's happening. See, for a minute I was like, oh, shit show, whatever. But if you hang in there long enough, if you water something long enough, if you know, the intentions are good, it'll probably come out right. Don't beat a dead horse, but also don't give up too soon. Is what I'm saying. Don't be afraid. Okay, so I've painted over a little of the black lines, but I can go back. I can go back and paint that. Where's my resource? Where's my source image is what I'm looking for. Always look at your source images, because you might miss things. Like, I just realized that I didn't do the second leg. There, now I'm happy. Oh my god, this horse is so cute. Maybe I should paint a unicorn, because we said it was a unicorn, right? Alright, now I'm mumbling. See, that's the thing. I realize that when I paint, it's a little bit more, it takes more of my brain power, so I'm not as talkative, and I think, I was like, oh wait, this isn't going to be interesting because I'm just painting, right? When I'm collaging, I can, like, kiki, as they say. I can talk and chat and tell you stories, but when I'm painting, I think I have to concentrate a little bit more, at least for now, while I get used to being on as I'm painting. The painting that I have now, I think I'm almost done. I just have to finish the phallus, because I think I was weird about painting that on camera, and now I'm okay. So now I'm just gonna not record it and just go at it and finish his anatomy and be done with it. So please buy this painting so I can invite my mother-in-law over without looking like a degenerate. Okay. Love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. And look what I did. Because I cut that thing, I scratched onto it, and it looks kind of cool, honestly. This might have to be like a two-parter, because I might need to, I don't know, chill out for a minute. The thing about painting is that it needs time to dry, and the reason I love this tempera is because it dries so fast. And this particular material absorbs everything, so even better. Okay, so I did that. Now I want to go back with more paint, and this is brown. How brilliant! But actually, do I want that? So the thing about painting is you need cups, or else this is going to dry. And I don't have that, so let's see what I can do. Wait, I have black too, you guys. Somewhere. The other day, Elvis and I went to the Eagle. Look it up. Wait, I need black paint. And anyway, it was cool. But then on the way home, we went to dinner or lunch, and then we found a jazz bar. Actually, it's not a jazz bar, it's a bar, but they happen to have jazz. And there was this wonderful jazz singer that I follow on Instagram, and he was singing, and he sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I thought, how epic. It was such a beautiful moment. Okay, so now I'm just gonna outline with black. I wanted to paint it, but that's fine. So let me be strategic about this, you guys. So this is what it is. This is what you do. You build, you layer, just like in collage, right? So before I give it the final touches that I want to be important, I need to give it kind of like, you know, different texture, different life. So I'm gonna go to my fun little oil pastels and really quick just kind of give it color. And here's the fun part, right? You can give it your own spin now, because now it's yours and you don't have to use the reference as much. Oh, you guys, this is kind of beautiful. Look at that. And I love that at the end of the day, we're still talking about magic, right? We're talking about this knight and the representation. What does it mean? What does the knight mean? Okay, as I'm doing this, I want to share with you this new feature that we have now. It's called Ask the Art Engineer. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so I get asked a lot of really great questions, and I answer them, and I forget to share them with people. So now I'm making it a point to share the questions that I'm often asked and the responses, because there's some really good questions that trigger really good conversation. So recently, one of these questions was from one of our art stars, Kathy, and I had been talking about magic and being a witch and all that fun stuff. And the question was, well, how do you know if you're a witch? And that's the most brilliant question you can possibly ask, because one, if you're asking, you're a witch. And two, well, it's just like being an artist, right? When you're a witch, when you're magic, when you're an artist, it's not necessarily a hat you wear, right? I'm not wearing a beret and calling myself an artist, or a pointy hat. It's all about the way you perceive the world and you experience the world. That's when you know you're a witch, right? I saw this piece of wood and someone could have seen it and said, oh, that's a perfect bookshelf. And that would have been perfectly valid. As an artist, what did I see? I saw a substrate. As a witch, as magic, what did I see? I saw the representation of Bola, right? Of this night and this story, right? And now this is imbued with that story, with that energy. So if you are experimenting, or if you feel the call to be an artist, to be a witch, tap into that. Start with the way you make your coffee, the way you make your tea. Prepare it like a ritual, and imbue that drink with medicine. What's ailing you right now? What dis-ease do you have, right? So I have this sty that I got. Can you see it? It really annoys me. So when I wash my face, I turn it into a ritual. I clear my eye and rub it off and say, okay, it's healing, it's healed. And then I forget about it. I let it go. Because at the end of the day, I can see perfectly fine. I'm healthy, right? So think about the things that have dis-ease, right? Dis-ease, not disease, but dis-ease. It's taking away your ease. And find solace, find cures in the things you do, like your coffee. All right, that's my answer. You know your magic if you're asking. Kathy, I hope that helps you. So if you have any other questions about magic, about art, you can DM me. You can put them even here. But DM is better because then I can actually answer them. Okay, I like this. And let's talk. Let's have conversations, because I know sometimes I know one of my gifts is to be super accessible. So if you ask me something that is absolutely bizarre, I can still answer it. I have very little judgment. I mean, I'm judgy, but when you've been humiliated, when you've been in the mud, you have absolutely little interest in feeling power over people. I have absolutely no interest in that. So if I can help you, let me know. All right, here we go. I am just kind of giving it another little shadow here. Oh wow, you guys, I'm really kind of surprised that this is so cool. So also, I want to point out, everything has an influence on you, right? So I bought this book on this artist. His name is Larry Rivers, and his art has kind of this effect, right? So be careful. Again, what you consume has a huge influence on what you put out. So I'm really excited that I'm seeing that influence, because I love his work, and I to be able to even tap into that makes me so happy. Cool. Do I want a white horse? I don't know. So I don't see any collage yet, but that's perfectly fine. All right, so when you're smudging, just be careful, because obviously you're gonna get it on your, you're gonna mix your colors, and that's not fun. Okay, is this gonna have to be a part 2? Okay, I'm gonna do 5 more minutes, and then we'll continue. Okay, fine, I'll do the white horse. No, I'm gonna do a green horse. Fuck it. Okay, green horse. I have my brushes, green horse. And then I have this plate where I put all of my colors. You guys see, this is yeah. I'm messy. You should watch me eat my pizza. No, I'm kidding. Not when I eat. Or maybe I am. I don't know. The thing is that I love things. And I devour things with passion and pleasure. Okay, so let's see. Where is this horse? So, yesterday I went to one of my favorite cafes because I really wanted to dedicate time to this exercise that I just shared with you about the 5 lives, right? And you guys, I had the most amazing time by myself. I ordered my favorite meal, which is pancakes. I had pancakes, and then I had meringue sausage, which is just a beautiful link, I guess you can call it, and it was delicious. And then I had Turkish coffee, you guys. Have you ever had Turkish coffee? I mean, oof, my heart was about to explode. It has cardamom, it has what else does it have? Tons of coffee, tons of sugar, and I was on cloud 9. I loved it. And I had my notebook, and I was writing, and all of these things came out, and I was so happy. And that's when, that's when the poetry comes out. And one thing that came out was, remind me of this moment, that I can feel so full and complete by myself with just my pen and my notebook and my coffee, and be absolutely at peace. Because if I remember that, then I can do that in Mexico, I can do that in Tallahassee, anywhere. You take this with you. So I was telling myself, remember this moment, because that's what you get to take with you. Not this painting, not the fancy apartment, not the beautiful bags. No, that all goes away. But those moments of I don't even know what to call it, of connection with yourself. That's what you get to take with you. So if you haven't had that, try it. Make that tea, make that coffee. Okay. I mean, and aside of all of the ingredients that the caffeine has, and the teas and the herbs, I think it's really just that, the ritual of it, right? When you set the intention of giving yourself something that heals you, it makes all the difference. Ooh, I like this so much. Okay, where's the other foot? Okay, his foot is here, we said. Ooh, I wonder what color the dragon's gonna be. Now I can't make him green, can I? Okay, that's fine. And he has a fourth leg, which is here. And I was just talking about this with my friend, about me not having a leg on my table, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this horse a fourth leg. The fourth leg being money. You have love, you have health. Now let's finish it with some income. Okay. Yes. Alright, you guys, I think this is where I'm gonna stop. So as you can see, I have some paint left over, and what do? I either just leave it here and I let it dry, and then I use it like here as a paint skin, or I can go to my notebook and just I didn't mean to do that, but now that it's there, I can just paint and just paint and just paint, right? So it doesn't go to waste. You don't have to do any of this, but it works. So you guys, this is part 1 apparently of our painting session. At some point I will add some collage work to it, I promise. So let me know what you think. Where will we be in 5 years? I know it's gonna be good, but we gotta plan ahead. So if you're gonna do this exercise, let me know, and don't forget to put your brushes in water. Alright, this is Luis Martin, the art engineer, having fun with you always. Become a member, join, support, be part of the tribe. And members, I will see you this Saturday for our May members hangout. Alright, cheers!